Hello, my name is Tracy Kansime. Now, have you ever struggled or had challenges understanding complex legal terms? Perhaps it is the law reports you're trying to understand, or the Constitution, or perhaps the Penal Code. Perhaps you have not understood your lawyer when they're trying to, explain to you your offense or your defense. I know I have struggled, and in this particular episode of Nalaw, we are going to simplify some of them. Let's start with assault. Yes, it is commonly used by everyone. Perhaps someone says, she assaulted me, he assaulted me, they assaulted me. Do you really know what that means? Well, relax. Now, assault truly means causing physical harm to somebody. Now, this usually could be a simple slap. You slap someone, you slap a friend. Does that really mean that is all that assault is? Well, now in legal terms, assault takes on different forms. Now, one thing is for a fact, if you're trying to report assault, words alone will not mean anything. You must have threatened to cause bodily harm to somebody. Now, when it gets to a more life-threatening kind of assault, we then advance to what we would call aggravated assault. Now, aggravated assault usually also involves a weapon. Yes, you just don't threaten somebody, but also you have a weapon, a knife, for example. Remand is yet another commonly used term by lawyers, law enforcement, and some of us. Remand is that short stint in custody that a person is serving before trial. Yes, you are taken into prison, your trial has not yet started. That period at the prison or at the jail office, like what to call it, will be referred to as remand. Now, let's also understand what bond is. Bond is actually one of your constitutional rights. Yes, you and I deserve bond should we ever find ourselves, in contrast with the law. Bond means that period you are allowed to, go back into society while police undertakes full investigation. Another complex term that we usually interact with is the word bail. Now, bail, simply put, is the promise to pay all the payment made in order for the suspect to be released back into the society. In case the suspect does not, show up in the courts of law to, undergo the trial process, then that money is retained by the courts of law. Now, if the suspect undergoes the entire trial, is present till, the sentencing or till the verdict is pronounced, at that point, the money is then refunded by the courts of law. You'll receive your money back. Another term that we're going to simplify today is the term called appeal. Now, appeal simply means the ability for one to contest a decision made by a lower court in the higher court. Now, the person who lodges a complaint about, a lower court in a higher court, a person that is seeking redress, the person who made the appeal is called an appellant. Let's equally simplify the term plaintiff. Yes, you have read it somewhere, perhaps, in the Constitution or, the legal material you have exposed yourself to. Now, a plaintiff is simply someone that has made a claim to the courts of law about something they are aggrieved with. Now, there's always two sides to the story. If the plaintiff is the person that claims, it's only fair that there is someone that defends themselves against this particular claim, and that is the person we call the defendant. Another name that is usually used in place of a plaintiff is the term claimant. So where you meet the word plaintiff, it equally means the same as claimant. Claimant and plaintiff mean the same thing. The last word we're going to simplify in this particular episode is the word arraignment. Now, arraignment, simply put, is a process at the start of a trial where the details of the case are mentioned, but that's just not it. At the arraignment, or at this particular stage of a trial, the person that is accused is given the opportunity to either plead guilty or not guilty to the crimes that have been mentioned. For this and more simplified legal content, do not hesitate to follow us across our different social media platforms at Nalaw256. More of these episodes will be coming up. We also have the podcast and our legal articles. Check out the Nalaw website. Yes, that is at www.nalaw.org. Special appreciation to the Kampala International University Law Library that was home to this particular episode. I hope you had a wonderful time understanding some of these complex terminologies, and I hope I did shed some light for you to truly understand and appreciate the law the next time you interact with it. It is imperative that we truly understand the law, because for these legal instruments to work, we must understand the law. Thank you so much. My name is Tracy K. Until the next episode, this is the Nalaw Legal Show.